Okay guys, so I am back. I finished that entire row of just single crochets only. So now we are down to our final row, and this one is going to be one single crochet and then a decrease. Okay, so that's one single crochet, and then in the next one, 2 and 3, it's a decrease all the way around. One single crochet and then decrease. One single crochet and then decrease. Okay, so that was the final round, and what we are going to do now is you're gonna take some of the yarn to make long enough length so that we could sew it on itself, the donut. I'm just gonna slip stitch this. You don't have to, you could just close the yarn there, but I always slip stitch it, close, slip stitch. So there we go. And you can tuck this on the inside, and you can see that this is where we started at. That was our base chain of 20, and on this side you can see that it looks slightly larger, which it is, or it seems or appears to be, but when you sew it and you stuff it, that is not going to matter at all. So let's get our darning needle and our cotton ready. And we are going to stuff as we go. Okay. So I'm just going to make the first stitches, and then I'm going to add some cotton. Every 3 stitches, or every 3 spaces that I sew, I like to add a little bit more cotton. You don't want to stuff it too much, because then your stitch holes will like stretch. See how you can see a little bit more through here. If you like them, then it's okay, but I really don't like it too much. Oops, I almost closed the hole. I'm going to use points to my scissors because I think I made the hole a little too tight. So there we have our donut, and I'm just gonna finish closing this hole. So we are done with this part, and of course you can continue to add more cotton if you want, add less, and you could adjust it with a crochet hook. If some of the cotton is like too lumpy in one spot and you're not happy with it, just stick your crochet hook in there, something that you can use to get in there, and you'll be able to move it around. Okay, so here is our donut completed. I'm going to make sure I make a knot here, and then I'm going to hide my tail. Okay. Now we have our donut completely done. Now we are going to move on to making the frosting. This donut I made is slightly smaller not by much, but the difference that it's a bit smaller is because I made the hole smaller. This has a 20 chain base chain, and this one has a 15. So it's just slightly smaller, and you can see the color difference. This is like a cream color, and this is like a vintage off-white color. Okay, so one donut is like shabby chic for me, and the other is a vintage. This is going to be like a vintage donut. So for this frosting, I was thinking instead of baby pink, of using white for the frosting for this, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I might just use pink. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think I'm going to use the white. And what we're going to do for this is the same way we started the donut. We are going to make a chain base of 20. It uses the same exact pattern except for these. Now these drip parts, you don't have to do it. You could just do a straight line of frosting. There's various ways you can make this scalloped edge. So anyway, getting back to the frosting, I'm gonna count 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Make sure, like we did for the donut, that our ring is straight. We're gonna slip stitch into the very first chain, and we are going to chain up 1. We are about to begin our frosting, and we are going to put 1 single crochet and then an increase all the way around, the same way we did the donut. So I'll meet you back in the next video.